Hello everybody, it's Connie with SimplySimpleStamping.com. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another flashcard mashup. Today we're all about the fruit basket. This is the new bundle that is in our occasions catalog called Fruit Basket. Fabulous little set because it's got some cute little matching punches, and today's card is fun and it's bright and it's actually very easy to do. Let's get started with our card. All right, are you ready to get started on today's flashcard mashup? This card just makes me so happy. We're going to start with a piece of Daffodil Delight cardstock that is cut 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 inches. My flashcard pieces today, I have a flashcard 2.0 in Melon Mambo, 2 1/8 inch by 5.5 inches. And then my flash card, which is in Whisper White, this is cut 2.5 inches by 4 inches. I'm also going to be using about 32 to 34 inches of the black baker's twine, the nice stripe. This is going to give it a really nice pop. We do need to do a little bit of cutting on our cardstock, so let's go ahead and get started with that. Starting with my Daffodil Delight, we are going to want to cut 3/4 of an inch off of our cardstock. Let's hold on to that piece. We'll be using it. My Melon Mambo, we're also going to cut 3/4 of an inch off, and we'll be using both those pieces as well. And the last thing we want to do is on that Whisper White. It is 2.5 by 4. We're going to cut 1 inch off of it, so we have a 3 by 2.5. We'll be using both pieces of this. I am going to be using a fantastic bundle today called Fruit Basket. Love this one. Look at these adorable little punches. We're going to begin with the archival black ink pad. I've stamped "You Are the Sweetest." We're going to put that up here at the top of our cardstock. Underneath that, I'm going to put the basket handle. So I'm going to stamp that up there near "You're the Sweetest." And now we'll come in with the basket. Again, what's great with photopolymer, I'm going to be able to see where I can line that up perfectly with the handles. Before I put this one away, I want to do a little masking technique. I'm going to come in with some Post-it notes. I'm going to stamp this basket right up here, and when I trim it out, I'm honestly not at all worried about the bottom. It's just the top, and this is a really great masking technique so that we can get the fruit inside that basket nicely. I'm going to cut right along the stamped line. There we go. I'll be able to use this little mask over and over again, and I am simply going to place my mask right here over my stamped image. And now we can stamp our fruit. I have got Pear Pizzazz and the pear stamp. Let's stamp that right there. I have the Melon Mambo for my strawberry. I can stamp that one right there. And in Crushed Curry, I will stamp my little pineapple, and we'll kind of have that peeking out, about right there. On that little piece that we had left over, I stamped those same images right here. We're going to be punching those out, so I wanted to go ahead and give those a stamp as well. We'll now come back in with that basic black, and we are going to take the outline, and we are simply going to stamp that right over our images here. So there's that one, and then we'll come in with the last two. This one, I'm going to come in with the emerald green, and now we're going to give all of our images, all of our fruits here, a little bright burst. Whoa, look at that. And we have these little toppers for all of our fruit. So let's go ahead and fill those in. One last little one right there for our pear. Now, here's what I love about this. We can remove that, and look, our fruit's in the basket. I am going to come along also, and I'm going to top off these little extra fruits that we stamped here. These don't need the outline though, so just go ahead and give these a quick little fill. Now that basket needed a little love, don't you think? I'm going to come in with the lemon lime twist, and I will give the outside of my basket, we'll just color that in quickly, and now we can come in with Emerald Envy, and we'll give the insides of that basket a quick color. We're going to come in with some Melon Mambo again, and there is a little tiny heart in this set, and you know what? It just added just a really precious little burst of that Melon Mambo a little bit more. We have this done. We're now going to come in with our punches and punch out the fruit, because I certainly wouldn't ask you to fussy cut that. So let me bring in my card base. I'm going to come in with the Crush Curry ink pad, and I have just now I cleaned those stamps. Remember, we stamped those in black. I've cleaned them, and I just put all of them on one block. And I'm going to use this and just kind of fill in and make it all cute. I'm going to take the 2 Melon Mambo pieces and that Daffodil Delight, and I've got the hexagon dynamic embossing folder. We're going to place all of these pieces into the folder. You're going to want to make sure those are nice and straight. We're going to run that through the Big Shot machine, and I'm going to start with the largest one. Now, because this is heavily embossed, you kind of need to go heavy with the adhesive. We really want to make sure that's going to stay. I'm going to put this here on the edge, but I'm not going to come all the way to the edge. I want that little bit of that Daffodil Delight to kind of peek out. So we can now add the other piece of Melon Mambo, and this one is going to go right here in this area. I have my sentiment. We'll add some snail here, and let's add that right here. And now we'll come along with that baker's twine. Guys, I'm simply going to wrap this around twice, 1 and 2, and it is going to come off of my card, my stamped image here. So let's go ahead and give this a little tie of a bow here on the side. Let's line it up so that the bow is right there on the corner. Okay, now what to do with this piece? Well, I could have thrown it away, but I thought, you know what? It's going to add just one little extra dimension to the inside of my card. And I'm simply going to slide that under my baker's twine. You know, why not? Why throw it away? It's going to give us just a really nice little bit of texture right there in our card. Let's add our pear. Let's add our pineapple. I mean, this really adds just an extra bit of sweetness here on the inside, right? Such a sweet little card, and I absolutely love this bundle. I hope you do too, and I hope you enjoyed the card I created with it today. Now, if you'd like to see details on today's card, head over to simplysimplestamping.com. Just look for the March 22nd, 2018 blog post. I'll have all the measurements there, photos, a complete supply list, everything that you need so that you can recreate today's card. And hey, while you're there, if you like the idea of flashcards, but you don't want to do all the cutting, you want all those pieces cut and ready for you, why not order flashcards to go? This is where you'll have all the cardstock. It's going to be scored, cut, your flashcard 2.0 pieces, even the envelopes, everything you need to create 40 cards in a flash. Check that out. Just look in the menu bar up at the top for flashcards to go. Well, guys, thank you again so much for being a part of today's video. I hope you enjoyed the card, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.